Hello, I am Dr. Rajshree Chatterjee, Associate Professor, Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, Jagannath University, Jaipur.
Hello everyone. Today's topic is role of media in politics. How people associate with each other and the mode in which information is pooled and disseminated has changed due to the advent of social media. Traditional media, such as print, radio, television, are different from the social media in two significant ways. The amount of content that can be generated by news opinion makers is much lower than the content generated by the users themselves. Its viral ability of the probable multiplying spread of information by word of mouth and interspreading of the numerous social media platforms, depending the control over the spread of such information. The feature symbolize the paradigm move from Web 1 technologies, that is sanctioned simple information sharing through basic two-way sanction transactions, to Web 2 where everyone can be a consumer as well as creator of the content. Social media is redefining how people connect, communicate, and influence one another. The emergence of social media gives voices to voiceless and fractured common people, which is negligible in the orthodox and typecast media. Major growth of social media is due to the youth as they dedicate most of their time to social media. And everyone, including political parties, is very well aware of the fact that try to influence the young generation. In 2019 election, our country has had 130 million first-time voters, out of which 15 million voters between 18 to 19 years of age. The political parties, which with the help of the social media, be able to get information regarding voters' likes and dislikes, and further manipulate them, especially the swing voters whose views can be changed by manipulating information. The political parties and politicians started using social media for communication and campaigning purpose to influence voters, which in turn saved their time, money, and resources, give them a larger audience for interactions. Political campaigns are not just confined to buttons and banners for politicians to reach their voters. The new political showground is full of infomercials, advertisements, blog spots, lack of tweets, Instagram posts, Facebook posts, etc. Politicians are not now able to continuously demonstrate their message through endless commercials and gauge their communication by viewing direct responses to their actions on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. Some of the platforms connecting professionals will be used as the parties to propagate themselves. Some media creates an innovative political conversation. Power of political messages is taken away from the mass media model and firmly placed into peer to peer public dialogue. The institution of social media has allowed unparalleled government and arrangement of the Aam Aadmi for expressing political opinion. The positive development of social media development has been that the youth is speaking about political issues. Formerly, the political discussion was constrained only to those who read newspapers, viewed news channels, or contributed in discussion at nooker of a village or clubs. But now, social interaction has made the youth to discuss political issues. They employ time to analyze, discuss politics. They now have their views on the happenings of the political events and also influence the administrative decision making. Social media evolution is in political space is factual, perceptible, and fast tracking. Few examples of social media campaigns by the political parties in India in the time of elections are Aam Aadmi Party in 2013 and 20 Assembly election, Bharatiya Janata Party and Indian National Congress in 2014 and 90 Lok Sabha election. Barack Obama, the first politician to successfully use social media during his two continuous election campaigns 2008 and 12. Donald Trump in 2016 presidential campaign along with the most recent 2020 campaign. Apart from the positive impact of social media in Indian politics, especially in the last decade, one can see a strong negative impact in the usage not only from the people within the country but also outside the country. In the 21st century, the first election in the world where social media tools were used to interfere in the election process by outsiders and discussed globally was the 2016 American presidential election, which also shook America's political landscape. Fake social media accounts were created and used as United States citizen to influence the election by various posts and images. Even Facebook admits that Russian group company bought 1 lakh worth of ads to spread disinformation and propaganda in a society where social and political divide exist, and these advertisements saw by 10 million American people. In this situation, it will be very keenly observed by the experts how much influence do the social media platforms have on voters' opinion, ideas, and the future of Indian elections as well. Now let's discuss use of social media in election campaigning and Election Commission of India's social media policy. Let's have a gist of instructions. Instruction of the Commission concerning use of social media in election campaign. The Commission has issued detailed guidelines concerning social media on 2013 25th October, which instructs candidates to furnish detail of their social media accounts at the time of filing nominations. The Commission has also brought that social media sites under the purview of pre-certification as mentioned in Commission order. The Commission has instructed that candidates and political parties shall include all expenditure on campaigning, including expenditure on advertisement, on social media into their election expenditure account. The Commission has further clarified that any political content in the form of messages, comments, photos, videos posted uploaded on the blogs, self-account, on website, social media will not be considered as political advertisements and would not require pre-certification. However, advertisement published in e-newspaper shall require pre-certification by the concerned authority. Use of social media. The Commission decided to enhance its interaction and involvement with the stakeholders in the electoral process by inducting the use of social media at the state as well as district level. Instruction in this regard was issued to Chief Electoral Officer of all states, union territories on 6 September 2016. All Chief Electoral Officers and District Electoral Officers now have their official accounts on various social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, etc. for establishing a more interactive system. The CEOs have set up social media cells to professionally handle these social media accounts and disseminate all the necessary information. Complaints received on these platforms are promptly responded to. At the ECI level, a social media cell is also set up to disseminate all election related information to various stakeholders and to monitor the performance of the state and union territories districts and to guide and train them to maximize the use of social media, making it more interactive and interesting for general public. The social media cell also closely monitors the web for election related news and developments and regularly reports to the Commission. Voluntary Code of Ethics by Social Media Platforms for 2019 General Elections. Internet and Mobile Association of India, in consultation with Election Commission, has developed a set of voluntary code of ethics for the general elections of Lok Sabha 2019 and legislative assemblies and by-elections scheduled along with the Lok Sabha election. The code has been developed to ensure free and fair and ethical use of social media platforms and to maintain the integrity of electoral process. The social media platforms are assured that Commission they will facilitate access to information regarding electoral matters and voluntarily undertake awareness campaigns on electoral laws and election related instructions. There will be high priority depicted reporting mechanism for the elections to interfere and exchange feedback for expeditious action. Platforms has developed a notification mechanism for ECI to notify violations of Section 126 of RP Act 1951 and other applicable electoral laws. Action will be taken by the platforms where 3 hours for reported violations of Section 126 and other cases will be acted upon expeditiously. Platforms have committed to facilitate transparency in paid political advertisement and will ensure all political advertisements and pre-certified by MCMC. IAMII will overall coordinate with the social media and ECI during the election. Now let's discuss the appointment of social media nodal officers. The Commission has appointed social media nodal officers for escalation of violation of MCC or any other Commission's instruction, provisions of the law, and the court orders in the matter related to election on social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, etc. during elections. Suggestions. Indian periphery need the proper use of media in the run of prospective politics. And with politics, the media and the democracy cannot be expected. So, media should be used for the prospects of prospective democracy. Politics and media are more sensible terms, so it should be handled with proper and conscious hand. Media should be used as the instrument of development, and only with the help of a proper, prosperous, and prospective media, the real state of democracy can be expected, and without it may take different turn. Before using the media, one should be educated so that open and hidden mining of the media can easily be grasped with no delay. Media should be used as a tool and propagation of democracy. Media should be used as a tool of information. Media should be used for propagation of sovereignty. Media must be taken with positive role. Without media, politics cannot be accepted. Without political democracy can be expected. So all are related to one another with the trio can make sovereignty possible. With right meaning, media and the mouthpiece of politics, and without media, political aspect cannot be fetched to the citizens, and to make citizens aware, the media should be used properly with positive notes. Now let's come to the conclusion. Both ECI and social media platforms are taking action in restricting fake news, hate discourse, and information. But one should remember that it is easier said than done, mainly because of the steep volume of information that is generated and disseminated, and bad performance of social media platforms. There are many individuals and groups who regularly change their names to build more followers and spread fake news, hatred, etc. They even try to abuse the social and political division of society. The non existence of a regulating law of social media, along with non application of Section 126 and other section of the Representation of the People's Act 1951, further results in abuse and misuse of social media. The uses of social media are increasing with increasing internet penetration and smartphones. However, it is a big challenge to differentiate between fake and real news. If this abuse and misuse are left unchecked, then it can undermine democratic process in our country, which is the largest in the world in terms of electorate. Therefore, it is recommended to frame and execute stricter laws concerning the usage of social media, especially by political parties of the country. Thank you.